Everybody just relaxing in the home and decided, let me just shoot out a few videos for you. Hey. Okay, so I just popped in here to do my public service announcement. If you are like me and you are on a budget, the single wicks are the economical way to go with Bath & Body Works, increasing the sale price of the 3-wick candles to $16 with tax. Yes, I pay $16 with tax. I do not know what your tax rate is, but it seems that in the current state of affairs in the nation, taxes add a large element to our cost. So I would highly suggest that you explore the single wicks. They are about the same size as candles from the brands that charge lots of money. Lots of people who spend lots of money, $20 and $30 on candles, they do buy single wicks from the expensive brands. And you can get these single wick candles on sale a few times a year, usually for $3 to $6 each. And you can get, they have a large variety of fragrances, and they are putting cute little labels on them, so you can enjoy that too. So now that I've given you my public service announcement that for the average candle burner, the single wicks smell good. They have enough throw, you know, they have really good throws for their size. You just put the candle a little bit closer to you. Another great benefit of the single wick, you can have your own intimate candle spell. Maybe everybody doesn't want to smell like a rose, you know, so you can have your rose scent by you. And it's, you know, if you're in a bedroom or a small 1-bedroom apartment, your neighbors aren't knocking on the wall. With some of my Bath & Body Works candles, I have had to turn a 3-wick into a single wick because the throw was so strong. I'm not complaining. I love a strong throw. I just use it, you know, it's great for a person like me who's economical. So I just wanted to put that out there. Leave a comment below if you like single wick candles too. Okay. Now let's start with this label. I adore this label. To me, this is like a 1960s Christmas, or like if you were living in West Hollywood and you wanted a pink tinsel Christmas tree, this label would look beautiful dotted around your room, or, you know, your small single apartment of a starving artist. You know, I just think it's gorgeous. I love the aesthetic. It can be homey if you're into the homey, and it can be very mod and modern if you're into that as well. Even the title, Peppered Plum, is kind of hip and mod. Now, if you look at it, you don't see much of a burn, and you see where the wax is kind of scrungy there. That's because my candle wasn't burning down, so I did have to do some stuff to, I had to take a device and actually push the wax down. The wax is really, really soft. And so I got wax everywhere, you know, and it's ironic, as soft as the wax is, it's still not completely pulling out. I have been burning this candle for maybe 6 or 7 hours, and that's all as far as I've gotten. So you can see the wick is a little tiny, tiny wick there. It is very slow burning. I think this candle will probably give me 40 to 60 hours, you know. And now back to the details of the candle. The smell is very intimate. Like, I can barely smell it right now. So it's very, very intimate. It's not a large thrower. It's not a medium thrower. It is a small thrower. It is within an arm's reach of your person. You can smell it. Or if I am right over top of the candle as it is burning, then I can get the level of smell that I want with it. That being said, I adore this candle. I love Peppered Plum. It is, even though all I've ever smelled is a single wick, this has quickly become my #1 favorite candle that Bath & Body Works has ever released. And if they get it in 3-wick, I will have to store up my pennies and actually pay to get a collection. You will see me on Instagram after I get my collection together with my tower of peppered plum. Shameless tower of peppered plum. I love this candle. I smell the pepper. I love the smell of pepper. I consider it modern in fragrances because when I was a child, pepper was not a scent that was used in fragrances. Herbs and flowers were all the rage. If it was a candle, the candle smelled like peach or strawberry. And I remember raving about peach and strawberry candles. Ooh, peach and strawberry. And they had potpourris. People make peach and strawberry potpourris. And lavender if you were hip. If you were really hip, lavender. And if you were like really a holistic nut, then you had a white sage that you burned to clean the room of spirits, you know. So that was it, you know. And oh, I forgot. And the hippies had patchouli incense. So this fragrance is completely different from anything I've ever smelled like that. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Even though it's not exact, it reminds me of bayberry, which is a scent I associate with Christmas. Bath and Body Works does not make a bayberry. This is a modern version. It's definitely not real bayberry. Bayberry is actually a native in Southern California. Go figure. All the way up to, actually, bayberry is a native all on the West Coast. Yeah, we have bayberry plants that grow here, and Oregon grape, which are not true grapes. They're like a bayberry in the bayberry family. So it is a scent like the scents of things that other people call eucalyptus type of scent, but it also has a kind of berry note. And sometimes in the wintertime, when I was a child, not so much now because they've paved over all the old terrain, I used to walk around and crush the bayberry flowers, not the flowers, but the berry. And it's edible, it's not toxic, but well, maybe it's not something that we eat as food, but for a child eating one or sticking one in your mouth, it doesn't do any harm. And herbalists use it for homeopathic treatments in the same way that people use a lot of like echinacea and stuff, use it to, you know, make sure you don't get sick in the wintertime. So as a child, because we had the berries everywhere, and I was always sticking them in my mouth and spitting them out, I didn't get colds, you know. So it's something I remember, and I remember squishing them and thinking it was so fun, and I remember the smell. I'm not talking about dried. These were all fresh. I would never let them dry as a child, but this brings back that smell, and it does smell like a plum. Plums are something that grow in my area too, and as a child, you know, I went into people's yard and stole plums and peaches, and that was my world. That was my joy. You know, if my neighbor had a peach tree or a plum tree or anything like that, or my mom had an orange tree, any kind of fruit, it was just the most fascinating. My next door neighbor's pear tree, avocado tree, you know, these were the things, fig trees, you know, blueberries at grandma's, you know, not grandma, at my cousin's house. Going into people's yard, fruit trees are a delight to children because city kids don't really understand that fruit grows on trees, so it just seemed like magic. And the plum, the smell of the plum. Oh, I got my lipstick on here. Oh, sorry about that. And I'm wearing that Fenty lipstick, and you guys, this stuff lasts. But in any event, back to the review. And I did my nails for you. Don't look at them too hard because, you know, I'm not a nail expert, but I do like to do them periodically. Anyway, this candle, it's so unique to what they offer at Bath and Body Works. There's a world of apples. Apples are something otherworldly to me. I eat apples, but they come from Washington. Whereas plums and berries That's what fall was for me, you know. And this candle is Christmas in a jar. It's amazing. I do hope that they get to a point where they make it stronger, or maybe the 3-wick will be stronger, but it doesn't matter. This is one of those times when your girl is going to get it, and however many I need or want. I've been in the store asking for a wallflower. I know they're gonna bring out a wallflower for it, and I want to be the first one in line. That's my review. You guys, if you haven't smelled this, I know maybe if you're in New England, the apples and the pumpkins, that's the whole of it for you. But if you're a sugar plum, if you are a berry, if you like bayberry from other brands and you want something that has that kind of influence in it, the pepper must be what's giving it a kind of bayberry feel. But I love this candle, you know. So there's my review. You can see the performance issues if I haven't already mentioned them. My pepper plum candle, it's not pulling out good. I did have to put it into this structure here. This is what I use. Other people use tin foil. This is much better on the environment. These kinds of candle holders, I forgot what they're called, but they should be coming back into the store. Now that I've shown you a little bit of what it looks like for me to, I'm doing this video backwards, so I'll put it in a reasonable order, but I'm doing it in a way I think it's easy to do. But you see, even with me putting it in this structure, there is a percentage of the candle that's not pulled out. So if that bothers you, that issue is real with this one right here. Maybe after the whole candle is burned, you could get that wax out, but I have not been able to get it to pull out. It's a slow burner. I like slow burning candles because I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. But, you know, you look at it, judge for yourself, if that's okay with you. So I think I can just pull this bad boy out of here and we will do our review. Okay, so the flame, even though it's light, it is steady. It's not flickering. It's just like an ember kind of thing going on. I really like that because, you know, it's less chance of fire with that kind of wick. You're not going to get the most potent smell, but hey, we got peppered plum backs, and I'd never had it before. I'm really excited about this. Hey, you guys, we have peppered plum back. I had never smelled this candle. It is a legend. It is the candle of lore. Women, this is like an aphrodisiac candle for the women. Whenever I would hear women who had peppered plum talking about it, they would be gushing. The essays in my store didn't even know this candle existed. And so when I saw online that it was coming back into the store, I quickly ran out and got a single wick. I love the single wick candles at Bath and Body Works. They do throw enough for me. They fill a medium-sized room for me. They last as long as the big candles. And they do go on sale. I can also get them as a free gift when I spend $75. So they're a much more economical choice for me. That being said, you know, guys, if your wallet's a little bit smaller and you're in the rewards program, or you ever get a coupon where you can get a free item up to $16, I highly recommend picking up these single wick candles. I enjoy them a lot, and I often just need one to do what I want done. So I just wanted to put that out there because people like to hate on the single wicks. And Emmanuel, God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.